Welcome back to Chicago Cars Direct. Today we're going to spend some time with the spectacular Infiniti QX56. Under the hood of the QX56, you're going to find a 5.6 liter V8 engine, and I'll figure out how to open this thing here. Now this 5.6 liter makes 320 horsepower. It's routed to a 5-speed automatic. It's routed to an automatic 4-wheel drive system. You do have a 2-wheel drive setting if you so choose, but there's also an automatic setting that'll monitor it for you. This is the closest thing in my mind to a Japanese Escalade. It's super quiet, it's very, very comfortable, it's great on long distance trips. I actually had one of these back in the day for about a week at a previous dealership I had. I remember being very, very impressed. I came away impressed. But 08, they did a full revision. It's a little bit more refined, a little bit more quiet, and the interior got a nice update. But we'll walk around it because it's 18,000 miles. It's a virtually brand new car. This is a perfectly stock truck. Knowing it's covered so little miles, I mean, you really can't replicate these. They're very, very rare and tough to find. And people that have them drive them a lot, so you find the higher mile ones. But front end's spectacular. A couple really, really minor stone chips at the paint that the camera's not going to pick up. But you've got a set of xenon headlamps up here that also combines with a pretty broad fog light there. But around to the driver's side, you've got the Infiniti 20-inch wheel in here with a Michelin Latitude Tour HP tire. 275/60 R20. But the chrome's perfect, no pitting, no anything like that. I would expect that of an 08 with such little miles, but look at the reflection. That's why I love when we have black cars on camera. You can see the reflection so perfectly. You can see the dangerous Dave as well. Got a set of running boards there. And on the rear here, it's the same size tire, 275/60 R20. Again, wheels are perfect. You can see you got chrome luggage rack, I guess roof rack or roof bars. Coming around to the rear, everything's perfect again, perfectly stock. You do have a rear backup camera. It's actually mounted right there. And this is a power hatch. With power folding rear seats. You can see the park sensors across the rear for the rear park distance control. And then, the passenger side leaves you pretty much nothing to talk about. The car's really, really in spectacular condition. Take a look in back, you do have the power hatch. It's going to hit the button. Does everything for you. You don't have to labor too hard with this. Wait, I thought I had a third row. Oh, it does, and they're power folding, so you can see right there. I'll pop one half up. Really simple. You don't even have to labor. Again, very simple to manage. And then you have a little bit of storage extra under here. We do have the full set of factory floor mats, but very, very ample cargo room. And then to close it, all you do, hit the button. It's going to take care of it for you again. The QX has the intelligent key from Infiniti, so as long as I have that on me, I can get in, access the car when it's locked, and also start it up. So hit the button on here once, twice it'll unlock everything, and then to climb in, it's really not that big of a step in. But all I have to do to start it, put my foot right on the brake, crank it right up. Take a look across the front seats here. You got dual power seats with power lumbar, but again, not a bad step in. You do have a running board, so if you're short in stature, you can use the running board and the handle. Obviously, I don't really need it at a 6 foot, but once I'm in, very, very comfortable seats. Kind of feel like a lazy boy. Powered tilt steering wheel. And then take a look on the door here. You see you got the memory position as well as some updated wood trim. Looks a lot nicer than the previous generation of this car. This row of buttons here is actually pretty functional. Obviously the lift gate, that's the power lift gate, it'll get that to open. This will open and close the vents for the third row passengers. This will actually change the level of the headlamps, so you can change them if you're driving at night in a dark area. Power adjustable pedals. It's kind of neat. Again, if you're shorter in stature, you really are not going to be challenged to find the right driving position. And then this will shut off the rear park distance control. Once you're seated behind the wheel, you've got a decent sized steering wheel here, but the visibility is fantastic. You got large mirrors on the outside, you can see over the hood, and it does not seem that intimidating once you're in here. It feels almost like an FX, which is a lot smaller than this, but just as easy to drive. Great, nice, clean layout. They did have the orange face gauges before, and I like that they went to the white face because I think it's a little bit cleaner. But multifunction steering wheel here. You've got voice activation, so you can actually use the voice activation to control a lot of the functions within the communication system there, which is your navigation. And speaking of, we'll take a look at that. You can see right on the screen there we've got the navigation dialed up. It shows exactly where we are, right at Factory Road in Westgate, which will not be for long. Sound by Bose, obviously. Bose makes some really top-end quality audio components, so you wouldn't be disappointed there. Music box, this is kind of cool. You can actually upload your own music into here. I think it's a 20 gig. Does that make sense?
I don't know.
Okay. But you got dual zone climate control under there. Just hit auto. You can see it'll dial up right on the bottom there. Below that whole area, you've got a compact flash drive here. That's also, if you have any hard memory to actually put some music into the system, it'll upload it there into the music box. Or you can just play it from there. Automatic control here. Basically, we're in two-wheel drive. If I flip it to auto, you can see the illumination here lights up all four wheels, but it'll function in two-wheel drive until it senses some slippage, and then it'll engage the front wheels, so you don't have to think too much about it. Below that, you've got the signature Infiniti clock. Right there, as you can see, lit up. Auxiliary port, so you can actually plug a auxiliary port from virtually any headphone usable audio source. Below that, heated seats for both the front occupants. Got a heated steering wheel. VDC's vehicle dynamics control, which is your traction and stability control. And then tow mode basically changes the electronics to better accommodate towing a large object of some sort. Right here you got the shifter for the 5-speed. Just drop it and drive. It's like any other automatic. If you choose to manually select the other gears, so be it. You got that option. Nice and simple. And then right above my head, we've got two big things to discuss here. You do have a rear climate system, so you can actually adjust that for the rear, or I can give them the control back there. But that also pairs right to the controls for the factory power moonroof. Dave and I just popped a DVD in here, but you know, I was looking for the remote so I could get this going. I couldn't find it. I popped this down. I don't think it's ever been used because everything is still in the plastic here. I got two sets of headphones and also the factory remote for the DVD player. Plus, what a cool piece of storage here. But what a great system. This actually is pretty sweet. Sitting in the back here, I have a ton of room. Obviously, being a 6-footer, you kind of sit straight up, but you have the room to do so. Very comfortable, but I just did want to point out too, you have the heated seats for each of the outboard occupants in the rear. Plus, ample room to put 3 adults across. I don't think you'd be terribly uncomfortable with all 7 passengers in here. Access to the third row is simple. These just fold and tumble, virtually effortless. You can walk right in. Pop this in place. And I can sit down comfortably. You can see I'm actually, my head is almost touching, but it's not. And I'm a 6-footer. I know I keep saying that, but it's the only best way to compare. We're in the QX, out for a spin in our favorite area of our DuPage County, lovely DuPage County. One thing I forgot to show you, backup camera. But pop it right in drive, you can see we got the live XM traffic on there. Now this does have satellite radio, so if you get the right subscription, you can actually see on the 290 expressway there, otherwise known as the Eisenhower Expressway, we got some slow traffic outbound and some smooth sailing inbound. How about it? It's not rush hour yet either, so. What a very sedate experience. Obviously, being behind the wheel of this, the steering is actually nice and firm. It communicates really well. Infinitis, especially of late, tend to be more sporting, almost as if, I mean, I know they target BMW a lot. You know, this is probably closer to a Mercedes GL, but drives a lot more sporty, meaning just much more connected. But listen how quiet. It's bouncy, as you'd expect, but perfectly solid. Very muscular engine. This is actually about a mid to high 6-second 0 to 60 truck. And when you consider the size of it, it's pretty spectacular. But very, very comfy, very easy to drive, and the layout's just fantastic. I'm extraordinarily impressed. And the updates they made for the 08, they took a great truck and made it even better. Well, we are cruising highway speeds. We actually got the moonroof wide open. We never leave the moonroof wide open when we film. And must be the aerodynamics of the car, but this is actually a very, very quiet car. We're going nearly 60 miles an hour, and that's how quiet it is. Kind of shocked too?
Yes.
Good. That's good, Dave. But, I mean, it's really comfy. We're on a terribly bumpy road. And actually, let's close it just to show you how quiet it is. By the way, automatic one touch, you can see that. But all of a sudden, it's totally silent. But it's a 5.6 liter V8 engine. And if you punch it, it makes a wonderfully beautiful large V8 noise. Like this. It's like instant response. For being as big as it is, man, this is a fast truck. This car on paper, the 0 to 60 run is as fast as a Range Rover Sport Supercharge. About 6.5 seconds, but from a dead standstill, ton of torque, the thing just launches. Watch. It's crazy for something this big. You know, normally something this big I wouldn't do this, but check this out. Dude, this is a 7-passenger. Basically, like I said, it's a Japanese Escalade. The refinement they put into this new one, because I actually, before this truck, I had not driven the restyled 08 newer QX, but I'm really impressed at the level of refinement that they put into this, because it is comfortable, it's smooth, it's just, it's what you would expect of a $60,000+ SUV. Only you're not paying 60 grand. So refreshing to come across a used car that replicates a brand new driving experience. And looking at the condition of this, you know, if you walked into the Infiniti showroom right now, this is the exact same truck they have in the showroom for 2010. But remarkably refined, very comfortable, very fast at that. But I will say, I think dollar for dollar in the 7-passenger large luxury sport utility segment, you really can't do much better than this. On my hand here, I got some great information, copy of the Carfax and auto check vehicle history reports. There's really no issues on them. Obviously, they're clean. It's a Chicago Cars Direct car, so you would expect it to be clean. But a one-owner car, it was an off-lease car from Infiniti. We did purchase it direct from them. And just something else to note, you've got a 4-year, 60,000-mile warranty from Infiniti with this. And that warranty runs through January 19th, 2012, or 60,000 miles, whichever comes first. But go to our website. Check this thing out on our website at chicagocarsdirect.com. There you're going to find better than 60 pictures of this spectacular sport utility from the Dangerous Dave. But when you're done there, go to our YouTube channel. You'll find us at youtube.com/chicagocarsdirect. Thanks for spending some time with us and getting to know this Infiniti QX. It's the first time we've shown one. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We'll see you next time.